Good Thursday evening, everybody, and welcome back to another video. And tonight, I'm going to get 4 of these things, but I have some new releases to talk about, and 2 of my personal horror picks. So, without further ado, the first movie I want to talk about in this video is going to be Blue Beetle. So, I saw it last Friday, and I just haven't got a chance to talk about it, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So, Blue Beetle is the new DC offering, and it's pretty much infused with like Latino culture, because Blue Beetle is like a Mexican superhero, and this movie explores like nanotechnology in a way, and this recent college graduate named Jaime Reyes comes across like trying to land like a job after he graduated, of course. I think it was like a lawyer, and he started off doing some like maintenance work at like this rich family's mansion, which is the Cords, and he essentially hears them over talking about like some classified military project that lets people become like the greatest soldiers in military history. There's a lot of parallels to this movie that includes like Iron Man and Ant-Man. So they definitely borrowed it from those two. But I really do enjoy all these characters pretty much. What makes this movie stand out is that it's a family dynamic instead of being like a superhero movie first. In a way, this is a superhero movie second. And this movie, in my opinion, is probably my favorite DC movie that came out this year. So those are pretty bold words, but there's not much competition with like Shazam, Fury of the Gods, and The Flash. This one was pretty compelling, and it told a complete story. So essentially, Jaime Reyes befriends like Susan Sarandon's villain character. It is her niece, yeah. So he befriends her, and she comes to the side of the Reyes family, and they put a stop to Susan Sarandon's reign of terror. What really let me down in this movie, though, is Susan Sarandon's villain character. And I forgot what her first name is. I'm going to have to put that down in editing, but it's Cord. So when you get near the end of this movie, you realize that Jaime Reyes is not the first iteration of Blue Beetle. He's actually like the second one, because in the comics there are like a few Blue Beetles. The one that everybody knows pretty much is Ted Cord. And essentially the way this thing ends in like a post-credit scene, Ted Kord is still alive. So if we ever do get a sequel to this, we might explore that more. But this movie like bombed. I mean, it only like made like 25 million in its first week. It did beat Barbie, but Barbie came in second place that week at 21.5 million. But as of recording this, Barbie is now the highest grossing film of the year, beating Super Mario Brothers. So there was no competition for like any other movie to like come out this year that is going to really do that much revenue. Because I mean, all of this stuff of like Hollywood is messed up right now. And it's just insane on how this whole year has been with movies. Because it's been up in the first half, then down, especially in the summer season. So I don't know what the rest of this year is going to be like. Because I'm hearing delays up the wazoo. For example, they already delayed Kraven the Hunter. That was supposed to come out in October. And today, I heard that they officially delayed Dune Part 2. So, we're going to get those to the early part of next year. But, major rant done. I think Blue Beetle is very good, but it is very generic. But what I really did like about the characters in this movie is definitely George Lopez. He was the standout, and he actually like made me care about these characters and Blue Beetle. So I think he was definitely the best part of this movie. But if I'm gonna overall rate this movie, I would give Blue Beetle a B. It's not something to be hyped about, but it's definitely one of my favorite superhero movies of the year. It's probably like in third place. But we just had like mediocre superhero movies this year. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Blue Beetle and the ongoing WGA strike. Can't believe I'm like bringing that in my videos, but somebody's got to say something. But hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm going to film my review for something completely different in a few minutes. And that movie is going to be Strays. And boy, I have some stuff to say. So, I'll see you guys in a minute for my review on Strays. Adios. Peace.